Hi, I'm Nick Pawson. You're watching News 24 Live. Last night, Bafana drew 0-0 with Nigeria in an AFCON qualifier. I'm joined in studio this morning by former Bafana striker George Durnelly. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Cool, Nick. Nice to be here.
You were at the game. Just off the cuff, what are your thoughts?
I was very impressed. Mustn't underestimate how good that Nigerian team is. You know, they've got a lot of top-class international players playing in Europe, and I thought Bafana made them look very average last night, and I think that's credit to our guys. I don't think the Nigerians had an off night. I think it's rather the fact that we were really on top of our game. We didn't allow them to play. I thought our central defensive pairing of Dean Furman and Ndile Jali were superb. They smothered everything that Nigeria had to offer. They worked their socks off for 93 minutes. And I think the only thing that was missing was the final result at the end, because we had a chance to win the game, but I think it was a great performance.
Okay. Second game for Shakes Shaba. People are already saying he's unbeaten. I think it's a bit too early to make comments like that.
Yeah. Shakes, I mean, it's his third time of being the Bafana coach. He actually gave me my debut all the way back in 1992. Shakes is a father figure. He's one of those coaches that you don't want to disappoint him, you know. So, and you get different types of coaches, whether there's a motivational coach or a tactical coach, and you can just see that Shakes has been loyal to some of the guys who have represented the junior national teams over the years, like Bongani and Delula. And I just got a sense that the players were playing with a lot of confidence. You know, he's one of those types of coaches that will say to you, "You've been called up because of what you've been doing, so don't change. Keep doing that. Play your game." You know, I thought defensively the unit was very stable. So I don't know how much work they've done on the defensive unit, but I don't think we allow Nigeria's first shot was after 35 minutes. So that's just a sign that it's been a good start. But I mean, there's a long way to go, and people must also not forget that it was Nigeria in South Africa. We've still got to go there. We've still got to go to Congo Brazzaville, which people have almost forgotten that Congo are also in our group, also a very difficult team. So it's a long way to go.
Again, some missed opportunities, but decent shots. Manisa, Ranti.
Yeah, I thought that we faded a bit in the second half. Mandla Masango on the right and Opa Manisa on the left. Just they weren't getting involved in the game. A lot of it was played up the middle. He brought on Tekela Ranchi, I think, essentially because he sensed that Nigeria was slowly getting on the ascendancy, and he wanted to play on the counter-attack, and Tekela's very quick. And I thought he was very disappointing, actually, when he came on. His touch was bad. He gave the ball away a lot. But he did get that one chance because of his pace. And if he had scored the goal, Shakes would have been a genius. And unfortunately for him, I think he delayed a little bit too long and missed his chance. But when you see the average Bafana fan leaving the stadium happy, not about the result, but the performance. You know, and I've been in conversation with a lot of Bafana fans today. We're all talking about the game, you know, and everyone's happy. They've almost brought a little bit of pride back in the jersey. That 3-0 result in Sudan was fantastic because it's hard to win anywhere in Africa. And last night's performance has just got people believing again. So, like we got to keep reminding ourselves it's early days, but it was fantastic.
I mean, George, you've been coached by Shakes yourself. This is I believe, his third term. What kind of a coach is he? What kind of approach does he take? What's going to be different about this tenure?
Again, like I said, different coaches have their different formats and philosophies. Shakes has been junior national team coach of the under-20s. He's been involved with under-23s. He watches a lot of the junior guys. So he has a better understanding of a lot of how they can fit into the bigger picture. Like I mentioned, he's a father figure. I think with Owen Dagama as his assistant coach, Owen will probably be tasked with doing a lot of the individual coaching sessions. I don't know who does the tactical planning there, but I just got a sense that the players are playing with a little bit more freedom and a little bit more confidence. And I think what happened at the end of Gordon Iggeson's reign was there was a lot of media pressure on Gordon. The big clubs had turned against him because there's no way all those top players would turn down their Bafana call-up unless they had almost been given, let's call it, a little bit of authority to make those decisions. And being called up for Bafana 8 months ago wasn't a good thing. People were turning it down, and it was a very negative atmosphere. And I think you could sense that the players were playing with pressure on their shoulders. And last night I just got a sense that there didn't seem too much pressure on them. I mean, they're playing Nigeria in an African Cup of Nations qualifier, but they're playing free. You saw the little 1-2 touch football that we are very good at, and just got a sense that we're back on track.